So I'm gonna make a quick video here on this aftermarket wiper motor I got for my 80 series. Um, I've hated how slow the wipers are for a long time, and I've been looking for something affordable that I can get since it seems like it's just the motor. And I came across this thing here on Amazon. Take a look.
Intermittent with the original motor. This is on a dry windscreen, obviously. Low speed. High speed. High speed is slower than low speed. Cool. All right. Okay, the new motor is in. It's not exact like the Toyota motor, obviously, but let's see if it works at all. This will be intermittent. Oh baby, look at that. Alright, low speed. High speed. Low speed, high speed, there is a slight difference. It's slightly faster at high speed. But, alright, so this is the motor I got off Amazon. I've been sick of the just super slow wipers from the OEM motor. I mean, it is old, but if I want to go buy a new one, it's like $300, $350 or something. And it just looks so, I thought, if nothing else, it looks like I could probably reuse this motor because it looks essentially identical. I'm not going to do that though, even though this doesn't line up exactly. You see, it clocks slightly clockwise. So this is not a direct fit for an 80 series, at least a US 80 series. This is an LX450. This is a 97. But I would imagine all the 80 series in the US, at the very least, are like this. But what I'm going to do, you see 2 of the 4 line up. I'm going to drill and put a nutsert in these other 2 holes and move on. This motor I got off Amazon. It was like shipped. It was less than $30. I thought, I have nothing else. I mean, it's $30. The main thing is this wire here. I looked, it had a 5-pin. It clearly fits this. That looked very close by eyeballing it, so I figured, it'll probably work. It's not exact, as you can see, but I'm gonna drill this out. I'm gonna put a couple of nutserts in there, and boom. And you see how much better it works right out of the box. Now, who's to say if this lasts any period of time? I'm obviously gonna hang on to the old one because I suspect the internals of this gearbox are kind of crap, but who knows? I doubt this motor is terrible. So at the very least, you know, I'm going to be able to swap the motor out. You can look at it and see that the motor is essentially a copy. There's a spacer there because I was trying to experiment on, you know, see if the commutator was jacked up or whatever. But the main thing is the plug fits. It's just not epoxied into the housing here. Otherwise, she fits. And who knows, for that price, I might just buy another one and put the motor on this and see if that solves the problem. In fact, I probably will do that. For that money, I'm gonna do that. Although I will say, I went back 2 days ago, and my $25 plus tax motor was suddenly no longer that. Amazon had this thing, buying options for $49.99. So I think people are starting to catch on that this is a very cheap alternative, and they're starting to snap up the supply. So do with that as you may. Cheers. Okay, let's wrap this up. That's just so good. So much better than the old one. Now, let's take a look at the end result here. So this bolt and this bolt are held in with nut certs. However, it's in very thin sheet metal there. So be careful. Don't over torque these two if you do this, because you'll just strip that nut cert right out. I actually thought about taking my welder and putting like a little tack on the edge of each of them, but to be honest with you, these two, the other two at the 1 o'clock and like 6 o'clock position, they're more than strong enough to hold the motor exactly where it is. These are really just to keep it from clocking, and otherwise it seems to work great. So hope this helps.
Okay, I want to take a second here and walk through exactly what I purchased. So this, as you can see, I ordered on January the 15th. You take a quick look at the order here. 28 bucks shipped to me. So it wasn't a lot of risk. But you'll notice it's no longer, it's not, you can't buy it. Even the option here that was before saying, hey, buying options, it's not there. But here's what I found. If you search this, which is part of the description of the other one, you get all these options. And this is, in essence, exactly what I just bought. Now, there are other ones here that look to be exactly the same thing, but they're 80 bucks, you know, 60 bucks, still better than what we were looking at before. But the key thing is, I mean, this looks exactly like the one I just bought. See, we got the little, I mean, that red wire is different. Mine is a little black wire there, as I recall. But the one thing I don't like about this one, and the reason I bought the other one, is because there was a shot inside of that plug, and I could see. I think I counted the wires. Yeah, 3 on top and 2 on the bottom. So yeah, 5 pin. Okay, so I'm going to buy another one of these just because they're so darn cheap right now. But I just wanted to share that, and I'll put this in there. And actually, what I'll do is I'll put this URL in there, so it'll be the same query that I just ran. All right. So good luck.